it's Clint. I need to make a video. I know it's been it's been a rough week, so I haven't made videos like I want to make videos. But I've just been really busy. Next week's gonna be even more busy because the printer has shipped the books for Downcast 2, and they're gonna be here Monday at the latest. But I checked the tracking number, and they're like in my city now. So I don't know when the delivery is gonna go down, but Monday at the latest, and I'm going to start fulfilling books immediately as quickly as I can do it. And that means that FATL is going to be launching soon. Now, before you launch a campaign, if you've launched a campaign before, you know the feeling, but it's extremely stressful. It's filled with questions. You're just wondering if you're making all the right decisions, if you've if people are going to like it, if they like your pitch, like all that kind of stuff. And ultimately, this will be my third time launching a campaign for a comic book, and presumably getting it funded with the help of every one of you. And I've come to realize that ultimately that's exactly what it comes down to, is just all of you. It's the people watching, it's the people that want to read comics, the people that are willing to back comics. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And I've tried, Charlie and I were looking at different campaigns, and I remember there was one we were looking at that just looked so good. It was amazing, top-notch talent on it. And the book it didn't even have, a few $1,000s. Like it was just so criminally underfunded. We were talking about like why is that the case? And what it comes down to is are there backers out there that are willing to back the book and make it successful? So if you're planning on backing this, my point is I'm very grateful for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for backing the other campaigns. It's just fantastic to know that there are a core group of people out there that want to see us succeed. Now, beyond that, that's the most important thing. It really is. Day one, first 24 hours, having enough people get in there to show their support, to make an impressive day one number that then translates to people talking about it because it was an impressive day one number, to it getting on the front of Indiegogo, to Indiegogo possibly sending out promotional emails with it in there, and it starts to reach a wider audience. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this artwork is phenomenal. Charlie Snogans is probably my favorite artist, even if I didn't know him personally. Just looking at his artwork, it is stunning. And I'm not going to go through the whole campaign right now because I don't know. I want you to experience it on day one. You'll be able to see it and see what's in the campaign. But it's easier for me to be 100% confident that Charlie's artwork is amazing. I can tell you, in writing this, I'm really, really happy. I'm really excited. It's something that, the best way I can put it is something that I want to read. I want to find out, as I was going through it, what happens next. I want to find out what happens next. I think that's a good sign. So right now I'm working on pitches. Next week I'm going to be shipping books out as quickly as I can. I'm going to get some help, as much help as I can, to get it done as quickly as possible, get everything shipped off and into backers' hands. And that means that we're clear, everything's out of the way. We can launch FATL, hopefully when people are getting Downcast 2, and as they're reading it, they can see how things have improved. They can see the trajectory, and this is going to be, yet again, another just massive step forward. So appreciate everyone. Yeah, the problem is doing this whole indie comics thing it's very rewarding. It's very fun. It's also just juggling a lot. And I don't do this full time. I have a full-time job. So trying to do all of this at the same time and be timely about everything and make a video every day, it gets to be very difficult to do. But at least it comes in waves, so I can kind of rotate through things. So yeah, you can expect to not see me a whole lot over the next week, and then you're going to expect to see me an awfully lot, probably everywhere, the next week after that. And so I don't know, it's just crazy. Uh, as I sit back and I think about this kind of stuff, it's wild because a couple years ago I would have just dreamed. Let me see if I can see this. Here we go. Two projects. If I highlight it, I don't want to show you too much of the campaign. $74,000 combined from the first two campaigns. Uh, I would not have even dreamed that that would be possible. It's crazy like that. Two books, one series, what equates to, 100 over 100 pages, I guess, but really not a lot. And not very many comic creators get to say that they did that. Uh, so thank you. I'm really appreciative of that. It's just wild. So I am living the dream, really. A lot of comic book creators out there, a lot of pros, they have full time jobs, especially writers. They might be writing stuff for Marvel or DC. They're still working full time jobs because writing doesn't pay the bills. They're not able to write enough. They're not able to really build up their own name, their own brand. And I know a lot of professionals that are just, again, looking over here at indie comics, Comicsgate, Indiegogo campaigns, and they're trying to decide if they want to jump ship because this is their dream. So it's nice to keep that in perspective. So look out for FATL. We're talking about launching this. I want to like nail down the exact date, but I'm going to be shipping all next week, at least early next week. We'll see how quickly we can go. I'm just gonna sit down and pick a date, but it'll either be the 14th, the 17th, or the 18th. One of those 3 days, Fatal is going to be launched. And if you back it on day one, I really appreciate that. That's very helpful. This book is going to be worth the money. I'll tell you that. And I'm going to normalize things. So, normally I'm charging under. The funny thing is, I charge 15 books for $15, $15 for Downcast one. And when everyone got their book, they had thought that they paid $25 for it because that's what they were used to paying. That was difficult because I was actually competing with, I wanted people to get the book and believe that they had paid $25, but also believe that it was worth $25, even though they only actually paid $15 for it. So I think I actually achieved that on the first book. The quality is just fantastic. I did not take home a lot of money because of that. Second book, I charged 20, which is still under, especially for how many pages of content you're getting. It was 88 pages of stuff, and that made the expenses higher. So this one is going to be a $25 book, Fatal. There's going to be some higher tiers. If you want to really support the campaign, I would really appreciate backing at a higher tier. That'll just help us to get over. And again, everything is going to be totally worth the money. I'm cramming in lots of value into all these tiers and into this book. And again, Charlie's artwork, just for Charlie's artwork alone, it's beautiful. So appreciate all you backers. Just wanted to give you an update. And this will be launching very soon. Downcast is shipping very soon. The books are in my city. So it just takes FedEx calling me to schedule a delivery with the liftgate. And we'll start shipping. I've got everything else. So appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, have a great one.